Good morning, wonderful people. How is everybody doing today? It is Sunday after a 4th of July weekend in here in the States. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody got home safe or getting home safe today. It's been a weekend. It has been hot and the rain is coming in the heat. So it's supposed to be like 95 here in Jackson, Ohio. And I think the heat index of 100, 103, it's going to be monstrous. I've been checking my little plants. Mr. Jade's doing good. Watered him early this morning, I don't know, say about 4 o'clock or so, before the sun came up and burned the little water droplets on his leaves. So I watered all his leaves, watered him. And Mr. Ivy, or Mr. Is he Ivy? No, that's Mrs. Ivy. She's in the living room. Mr. Aloe. I got an aloe plant. I don't talk to him very often yet, so this winter I won't talk to him more, so I forgot his name. He's going to be upset. So I got to remember Mr. Aloe's name. He got a little twinged on his little arms, his little tentacle-like things, little spears. And he got wilted up a little bit. He got too cold this winter. I didn't bring him in enough. So this spring was a cold spring. But he's doing good. I watered him too. So they're both doing good out on the little shelves I got on the front porch, little plastic shelves I had in the garage of the old place up there in Huber Heights in Dayton. So those came in handy. Bought them at Lowe's. Very, very nice. Very nice. And Mrs. Ivy, she's got good dirt. Mom put good dirt in her. And she holds water well. She's been growing her little. She's growing little leaves and everything else. Don't got her in direct sun. Got her in the house over by the window over by the couch, and she's doing good. So take care of your plants that get dried out in the heat and stuff like that. And of course, like I mentioned 10 times yesterday, I'm going to mention again today, look after yourself. I think Jessica mentioned that when she passed through. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Get sunscreen on, and is what I say. And if you start feeling dizzy or weak or, kind of nauseated, or you get that headache, that headache's a telltale sign. You've already had too much sun. Get out of the sun immediately. Get in the house, get in the shade, cool off. And also worry about when you get real hot outside, 95-degree temperatures, and you go inside that delta, that temperature difference between the outside and your 73 or 74 degree inside, that's a 20-degree delta. That's a shock on the system. Or going from inside to outside, those little kids running around, or grandma and grandpa, they go in from inside to outside, inside. That's a good way to get sick. So get acclimated, start off slow. I know it sounds like, oh, listen to this old geezer. I'm an air conditioning guy. Ambient temperatures were my thing. They paid me money to watch after people and things and stuff. So that big temperature difference is hard on your system. It'll make you sick. And it'll really stress your system out. So be careful. Especially the elderly and the young. It's a lot. It is a lot. So I had to watch it. I'm middle-aged, kind of, sort of. I mowed the grass yesterday, sweating my ass off. I sweated all the way down to my socks again. I had it peeling off or dribbling off my freaking forehead, down across my eyes. It was horrible. But I got it mowed. I had to take like 5 breaks for this little 1/3 of an acre, but the hills are like this. I swear you can go bobsledding on this. Have the Olympic race for bobsledding on this. I swear you really could. So got that situated, got that done. But before I did that, I got acclimated to the heat. It was humid yesterday morning. It was made it worse When it's humid outside, your body perspires, right? You get sweaty. The beautiful Mother Nature blows her little breeze across you, and if it's not humid, which got a lot of moisture in it, it's low humidity, it blows across your skin. It takes away that humidity, that sweat off your skin, and your body cools down. It's glorious. It's a miracle. It's just magnificent. But when it's hot and humid outside, like 70, 80, 90% humid, and you're out there sweltering, the sweat dripping off of you, the air can't take any of that moisture off your body to cool your body off. So what ends up happening is you stay hot, your body's not cooling off, and it's getting hotter, and it's nasty outside. So high humidity is not good. So it was high humidity yesterday, and little psychometrics, and basically from there, I ended up getting started. I around, weeded around the house, all the way around, and that took some time, effort. Man, I got to talk to the doctor. I can't. My limitations on my movement. Something ain't right. That long lithium toxicity is what I swear it is. Either that or I'm aging very poorly. So something with my meds, I'm thinking. So because I am stiff, and I helped the contractor tear up floors and helped him and do all this other stuff when he was here, and it kept getting worse and worse when the contractor was here, and I pushed myself over the limit, and I felt this bad, and it hasn't healed up. So I don't know what that is or what that's about, but it's no fun. It is no fun. Some say maybe arthritis kicking in. I hope to God not. So anyway, so I weeded around the house, mowed the yard, took 4 or 5 breaks, huffing and puffing. That COPD was getting to me. Lithium and risperidone, escoplate, and I take a cholesterol medication. Yeah, escoplate, lithium, and risperidone. They got me lowered my meds. It's great, and I feel much better because of it. But those are still very strong medications, very, very strong medications. And my lithium affects my thyroid and slows my metabolism down. I can't really respond to heat changes real well. My body doesn't change and adjust to it as well as what it should. And my thyroid, and I get overheated easily. So I had to take those breaks. My COPD, smoking, please, if you're vaping or whatever else, I vaped for 8 years. It made my breathing worse. So think about it. Take it from somebody that's experienced. I smoked and vaped, I don't know, 30 years. And it was, well, not that long. See, yeah, 30 years, 28, 27 years. It was pretty rough. And I'm paying for it now. At 50 years old, 49, I'd be 50 in October. With COPD, which affects my lungs, I've lost 30% of my lung capacity, so that it's really hard to breathe. I have treatments that I take every day. I have a nebulizer that's an inhaler treatment that I take, all to help my breathing. So, trust me, put the vape down. It may say it's better than cigarettes. I know the feeling. I'd smoke cigars and cigarettes if I could right now, but it'd freaking kill me. It would kill me. And it's so expensive, it's not even funny. So, it's a good riddance to it. I'm happy to be done with it. But the effects are life changing effects. So please keep that in mind for somebody that smoked and vaped. Please, for your own good, think about what you're doing. So I'm not preaching to you, but I'm fucking preaching to you. It's pretty rough. Let's see what else. So I did that. So I got situated. I swept off the sidewalks and everything else. I get the weed killer out. It's been raining so much. The sun's been beaten down. Everything's been growing. The weeds grew up around the house after I sprayed weed killer on it before. And I went out and sprayed. I had enough to spray the front of the house and down this side to the back porch and under the back porch steps, so it didn't get all overgrown, and I had to have to fight it with the lawnmower, trying to get the lawnmower underneath there and all that kind of stuff. And I got it along the sidewalks out front. Usually the people did it last year, the park people, but they didn't do it this year. So I don't know if they're cutting down or cutting back or what the story is. He does not seem very happy. So I get to talk to him. So it's all about cost, all about money. Everybody's doing what they can to survive. So I did that. And then I ate some potatoes, took it easy on what I was eating. Carbs filled me up, made me full, which I was happy. I'm going to make some of those today. And see what else. Worked on the computer a little bit, took a couple hour nap. So that was that. Today we're going to cook on the Barbie, cook in the oven. I got the oven fired up to 450. And I got to fire up the grill here in a minute. Gotta go read the instructions after I read the instructions. I got the marinade started at about 4:30. I got done with it. It is a colossal mixture of stuff. I made one complete batch and put all the chicken in it. I cut up the chicken, put it all in there. Let me show it to you. We got time today. It's going to be a quick show. Smells good. Raw chicken though. Gloopy in there. Smells awesome. There's cumin in there. There's paprika in there. There's frickin' ginger in there. So I got that all done by 4:30. I started at 4. I was taking it easy. I was tired. And I was getting sleepy. And 4:30 I finished up. So I got that situated for us. So that's going to go quick. I'm going to make another batch of the sauce to swipe around and what do you call that? Not bask, but brush on some of the sauce, some of the marinade after it cooks a little bit, so we don't get that dead chicken thing going on. We got to let it cook up a little bit. We got to cook up or cut up some pineapple. See what else. And we got to cut up potatoes and onions and get those all situated. Let's see, we got to read the instructions. We got to read the instructions, people. It's only 7:08. What am I in a hurry for? Gotta get her done. Gotta get her done. Just spend time with you. It is so good to be here. It makes me so happy. I get enjoyment out of it every day. You guys are good people. You take care of each other. You look after each other. So I appreciate you. On Monday, tomorrow, I got everything situated. I just need to implement it. I'm doing the bungee day, the charity drive for the kids. It's going to go on from tomorrow until the 29th of July. So we're going to do the best we can. I'm going to donate a couple bucks. I think $7. Get you an emblem or something like that. So I'm going to donate $7. So things are kind of a little tight right now. Just too much expenses. So, but I will donate some. So I'm not asking for you guys to donate $1 million or nothing, but a couple bucks would be nice for the kids. If you don't donate it to me, I understand. Yellow raised $25,000 last year. I think it was Bungee Day or one of the charity drives that Bungie had, and that is awesome. So she's a beautiful, highly intelligent woman. I've donated to her before. She can do that. I've donated to Zavaler when she was doing it. I've donated to her. I've donated to Where Is Zer, the young lady that's there. I've donated to her. I've donated directly to Bungie. I've donated to myself. So usually I donate about 25 bucks, 25 bucks or so. Get one of the emblems, get stuff. Sometimes I spread it around a little bit. But that's what my budget calls for. So I'm not asking you to do that. A couple bucks, wherever you want. Think about the kids. Things are hard out there. The charity drives are going to have a hard time. So we're looking for the kindness and generosity of you folk, you kind folk out there. You spare a couple bucks, $7 to get you an emblem, something like that. So it'd be wonderful. So I ain't gonna browbeat you about it, drag it out of you. Give me your $7. I want your $7 for charity. We won't be having that. But I am kind of browbeating you now, so what you can do, whatever you can do is fine. Pass the word. If you can't do anything else, spread the word. Say, hey, you know that streamer that streams Destiny? You know, they got a charity going on for Bungie. You know, a couple bucks. You know, you can afford a couple bucks. Pass the word on. You know, do what you can. I understand. I understand. Things are tight right now. Everybody's working their asses off, working 1,000,000 hours, getting paid more than they ever have, and not getting ahead again. So, everybody at the government wanted inflation. Well, here it is. It sucks. So, I do not understand economics enough to understand why we have to have inflation. So, I just don't understand it enough. So if you can bring the cost of materials and goods down, bring up the cost of wages and salaries and benefits and make that equal, and everybody has a standard on that, and then you take care of your employees happy, speak good about you, you have a good product, good quality, good service, and take care of your customers talk to people about, oh, I had great service over here. This is great. It cost me a couple extra bucks, but I didn't mind because I had great service. So, you know, that's the way I think deflation down and, you know, payments to people up, and I think that's the way it should be, but it's not how it is. They bring cost of people way down, cost of material bring the profit margin up, bring the stock prices, the dividends back, and the customer pays for all of it. You know, hell, I don't know. I don't know. So I've never had to pay out dividends. I've gotten dividends, but I haven't paid them out. So I don't know. What do I know? I don't know shit. So anyway, it's tough out there. So that's why you got to be careful on the drive home. You know, people are upset, worried about the weekend, worried about going back to work, worried about people, you know, causing them problems at work, or the boss being an asshole, or the middle management being an asshole because upper management is on his shit because they got to pay dividends or whatever. You got to make money. So I don't know. Anywho, moving on. So what else is happening? I don't know. Let's talk some menus. I've done chatted you up, yapped your ear off. I've mowed the grass, worked my butt off, exhausted myself, got 5 of sleep last night. I went to bed at 6, got up at 11:30. So I got more sleep. See what it's a 4 hour. I wake up after 4 or 5 hours. So it doesn't matter if I go to bed early, try to go to and see if something's outside on a pattern waking me up or something like that. It's something up here, something waking me up. So I got to figure it out. Relax, Eldo. Take my anxiety medication before I go to bed. That'll help me. Won't wake up for nothing. So what are these recipes? Slurping on my coffee. I already had 2 pots of it. All right. What do we got here? We got potato packets. So basically you take aluminum foil and you spray it with cooking spray. PM is what I got. If I got enough left, I should have enough to do 2 of them. I'm going to put a couple onions or slices of onions in them. I want to put a couple potatoes in them. After I spray the aluminum foil with cooking spray, then I'm going to pour a bunch of olive oil. I love olive oil. Over them so they sizzle and snap and pop inside of that aluminum foil. Then I'm going to put some of the Kinders. One of them's going to have cowboy butter, and the other one's going to have the multi-use, multi-purpose Kinder's seasoning. What we used on the ribs last weekend. It was very good. So, I'm going to hook both of those up. It's going to be very good. I'll eat one, and I'll save the other one for later on today. I'm going to take it. Well, I got to clean the house today. So I'm going to need my energy. I'm going to have to get some carbs in me to go, 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 go. So I'm going to need it. Didn't say I was going to take it easy. So what I wanted to do, that's tomorrow. So today I got to clean house. I got to sweep and mop the floors, wipe all the counters down, dust anything that needs dusted. I put everything back, should be in pretty good shape. And scrub down the bathtub. Or the shower. It's a walk-in shower now. And my phone won't do what it's supposed to be doing. Alright. Got to make sure I stay online. And the walk-in shower. I got a new walk-in shower. Still getting used to it. I got it. It was done by, let's say, springtime. And I love it. And I got to clean it all up. And got to clean the bathroom, scrub the toilet, do all that kind of stuff. You know, general maintenance kind of upkeep. Good hygiene. Got to keep good hygiene. And what else? Other than that, then take it easy. We'll see how it goes. So that's what's going on there. So okay. So got that wet. I'm just having a rough time getting here. There's some type of oil there. Huh. I got that one memorized. Put it in the oven 450 for a half 35 minutes. I put mine in there for, we're going to put it in there about 45 minutes. Now chicken pineapple kebabs. This is the main course, people. This is the exciting point. I have never had a fresh pineapple. Never in my whole 50 years had a fresh pineapple. I'm going to try to cut it up, core it out, It's going to be exciting. I'm going to chunk off big chunks of it, 1 inch by 1 inch, maybe a little bit bigger pieces of it. And I'm going to put them on metal kabobs or, skewers. It's going to be wonderful. I got 2 of them in case we need 2 of them. I'm going to make extra. I'm going to make what we have, because I'm going to turn back around from there. It's going to be dinner and breakfast tomorrow, if that's what it is. So it's going to be great. 1 pineapple peeled and cut into 1-inch cubes. Okay. 2.5 centimeters. 1 tablespoon of liquid honey, 15 milliliters. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 30 milliliters. Salt and pepper to taste. Now, this is what we got to make up after we start the grill. 1.5 cups of coconut milk, which is about 1 can, I figure. 1 tablespoon of grated lime peel. Yep. 15 milliliters or 1.5 cups of coconut milk, 375 milliliters. 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. Hello, how are ya? I hope you're doing good. USA. Hope you're having a beautiful morning. 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, 45 milliliters. 8 cloves of garlic, minced. 2 green onions, finely chopped. 2 teaspoons of crushed coriander seeds, 10 milliliters. 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 5 milliliters. 1/2 a teaspoon of ground pepper, 2.5 milliliters. 1 tablespoon of hot pepper sauce, 15 milliliters. 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 15 milliliters. And here's how we're going to cook it. Now, I've never cooked this before, so we're going to have to check it out. The chunks of chicken thighs are pretty big. I cut them into quarters, each chicken thigh into a quarter this morning. So it was exciting. 8 wooden skewers, 10-inch, soaked in cool water. We do not have, I have some of those. We're not using those. We have these. The metal should get hot and actually induce or transfer heat into the cores of the chicken and the pineapple and cook them from the inside out and the outside in. So we should have a good, well done everything. I think my little sister got me those. Wish her the best. She's visiting relatives this weekend. She's got her hands full, so I don't think she'll be able to make it today. In a large bowl, combine all marinade ingredients and mix until well combined. In a separate small bowl, add 1/2 cup of marinade whisk into the honey and reserve for basting the kebabs later. Rinse chicken with cold water and pat dry. Place chicken into cutting board and cut into 1 each size cubes. Place chicken in a large sealable bag. I put mine in a bowl. Pour marinade over chicken and place in the refrigerator for 4 hours. Mine got done at 4:30. That was 3 hours ago. He got finished up. Strain chicken marinade in a colander and pat chicken dry. Discard used marinade because it's got icky, funky chicken gunk in it. Dead chicken stuff. Dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Okay. Arrange the chicken on skewers, alternating the pineapple and cube between each piece of chicken. And what we do instead of the coriander or whatever else, since it's Bachelor Cooking and I feel adventurous, I will keep the goop on the chicken. We will skewer the chicken and the pineapple and turn back around from there. We'll leave it on that. I'll wash my hands. I'll get a sink full of water going and dish soap and everything else. We'll change rags out when I get done making the chicken skewer or chicken kebabs. and we'll do it that way. No use to get that chicken goop everywhere. We'll just get it all over the stove. Okay. Brush skewers with oil and season the taste with salt and pepper. I'm going to oil the grill, so that should take care of that. Preheat barbecue grill to 375 or medium high heat. Oil grill to prevent from sticking. Oil the grill. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. Place a 4-inch by 10-inch piece of aluminum foil on the center of the barbecue grill rack. Place skewers. We're not going to do that. We're not going to put the aluminum foil on there. We're going to go raw. We're going to stick them right on there. They're metal skewers, so we're not going to worry about the wood burning or anything else or anything like that. We're going to get it cooked. Our whole potential, our motivation is get the chicken cooked thoroughly. So it's going to have some black marks on it so we know it's cooked. Okay. It says cook each side of the kebab for 3 or 4 minutes. Baste with reserved marinade throughout the cooking. When chicken is pineapple or golden brown and chicken is no longer pink in the middle, remove from barbecue. Place on a tray and loosely cover with aluminum foil. Let meat rest for 5 minutes before serving. You got that? I got that. Ta-da! Alright, so that's that. So that's what we got to do. So we got to come up with a plan here. For me being tired and medicated, we got to have an plan of action. An action plan, Jackson. We're going to go out here. We're going to start the grill. We're going to get it turned down to 375 and we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to have to eyeball it. I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to make the marinade or to put the basking. We're going to have way too much. I'm going to make up the sauce and everything else and see where we're at with it. I would just make another batch of it. It's okay. It's not that expensive to make up the batch. So then we'd have enough to put on there. We're gonna have plenty. We're gonna put plenty on there to whisk on there or put on there and do that. So then we're gonna babysit the grill. We'll get done grilling and we'll come back in and let it sit there and rest. We'll make the potato packets and everything else before, game plan, have a game plan. Before we go out there and put it on the grill, we'll make the sauce, then we'll make the packets, the oven's on, and we'll set the packets off to the side on I got a sheet pan over there, and have those ready. The potatoes won't hurt if they're sitting out getting warm. It's not going to hurt a thing. Then we'll make the skewers, and then we'll put it on the grill, watch the grill, babysit the grill, come back in. Come back in. When those are done, put the potatoes in the oven, wait a half hour for those to get done, let the meat set, chit chat a little bit. So it's going to get a little busy. So that's the game plan. We'll make shit up as we go. It's the whole thing about cooking. You got to improvise on your feet. And if something don't seem right, you got to fix it right there and then. That's the whole thing about cooking. Alright. We're at the 7:30 mark. We are at 7:32. Finish off my coffee. I do hope you guys had a good 4th of July weekend. I really do. Time is so precious. I hope you spend it with loved ones or healing yourself or finding peace and Spend it with your animals. Like me, I spend mine with my plants. I'll get a dog next year. You guys will be around if I can do it. So we'll do that. And I hope you guys just are happy. You know, that means a lot. Just peace of mind and happiness. I was in the rat race. I was full throttle, 100% in it, screaming at a vengeance. And it had just about killed me. I sacrificed my health and my life, or my family, and basically it was really bad. So I hope you find that balance. I was not able to. I hope you're smarter than I am. Just when it comes to the end of the day, then I've gotten laid off from a few jobs before. One, because I was a handful, causing all kinds of problems and mischief and raising my voice against stuff and speaking my will, and they did not go over well. It was career limiting decisions. So I got laid off a couple times. And basically from there, when I crashed and burned out of a job, it's like I put much time into it. As you know, I would a family and a job, and it was like losing a member of my family. I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's what it felt like. And basically from there, uh, the job didn't come back through and say, "Oh, Eldon, how you doing today? We're hoping you do better. You know, hope you find a job." No, they were done. They're like, "Never talk to us again. Go away. Here's your money for your layoff package. Go away." My family, my parents, my siblings, helped take care of me, helped lift me back up, and when I got sick, they were there to help me out. So I can't give you any better advice for these two and very important things. 3. 1. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mentals and your physical well-being. You got insurance or whatever else, use it. Pay for it, get into a little bit of debt, get into some debt, get in debt. Take care of yourself medically. Get your checkups, get your blood work, everything. Mentals. Get a therapist, get situated, talk to them, get a relationship built for when you or your family, somebody in your family, you know what the cost is, you know where to go to, you know what the system is, you know how it works, and get one of your loved ones taken care of. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, everybody could use a therapist. Kids, wife, spouse, partner, you. Very important. And the other thing is take care of your family. Take care of your family. It is so important. Go to the football games, go to the basketball games, go to the cheerleading, go to the soccer games. Get home for the holidays, for the Thanksgiving turkey days and the Christmas days and the birthdays, and you know you might not be able to make it on that particular day, which when I was married I was not able to, but have a makeup day. Spend it with family. Do what you can. Do everything that you can to make it happen. Very, very important. It is what it's all about. You don't work for the man to make him money. You work for yourself to make you money to provide for your family. So that's why you work. And it's very important. Very important. And finally, I was real big into electronics and this and that and fast cars and all that kind of stuff. You should have enough money in the bank at any given time to hold over from a crisis. You should have enough money for 3 months worth of bills and payments, and a little extra. That's grocery money, electric bill, gas bill. You know, if you want to put hairdresser, however much money beyond your basic necessity in there is perfect. but have enough money for all the kids, the wife, the spouse, the partner, the dog, the cat, vet bills, all that. You should have that little nest egg, at least 3 months worth of money in the bank. And I'm serious. And so when you get that layoff payment or bill, you get laid off from work, they'll give you your severance package, and you go to unemployment because it's hard ass economy like it is now, and you'll get your severance pay. You'll have that little extra money in the bank to help pay the bills, help get by. It's not going to be so hard, so tight. It won't be so stressful. It won't be so stressful on all the relationships between the family members and everybody. It'll just lighten the load tremendously. I wish somebody would have told me that so it got through to my thick skull sooner than when I figured it out. Very important. On that note, let's do some barbecuing. All right. Storm through. Welcome to the kitchen. The laptop hidden on the shelf. OBS is great. I love OBS. Better than Streamlabs. Here's the neighbor, little Robin. All right. Propping me up against the window. I cleaned this yesterday. I also did that. What a beautiful morning. Birds are chirping. Lower the blood pressure. There you go. Stubborn thing. This is a hot ass grill for a little grill. And the heat outside don't help. We're going to do a little bit more. We want that chicken cooked. We'll let this puppy warm up. We do another rotisserie chicken, we'll have to do another one. I love that chicken. It tasted so good, that rotisserie chicken. It was awesome. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning. It is a beautiful day. Walked to my kitchen. Alright. My humble abode. I'm disabled, been through hell. I'm not doing too bad. For everything I had to go through to get here. Alright, put that over there. Finish my coffee off. Man, fighting it. Official 2 pots of coffee. Ta-da! Let's get our recipe. We need a big one and a little one. We'll stick with the same type. We need a spatula. Watch the wires in the house. Get wires everywhere. Alright. What do we got over here? Pardon me. Excuse me. All they had was the little limes. That's all the limes they had. I got a bag of limes and oranges. Or oranges. I love oranges too. Citrus. I love citrus. Lemons. At the store. That's all they had. Look, I'll show you. Lemons and limes, 2 pounds. The little guys. Just the little leftover guys. Got my water, Nalgene, the best water bottles ever for backpacking, hiking, outdoors. Alright. 1.5 cups of coconut milk, 375 milliliters. This is 13.5 ounces, fluid ounces, 400 milliliters. We're not going to worry about the 25 milliliters. We're going to use it. It's not going to hurt a thing. We're going to save it, put it in the fridge, hold it over until later. What the hell am I going to use coconut milk extra for? I wasn't a big coconut fan in the past. As I've gotten older, quit smoking, my taste buds have gotten better. But you do whatever you want if that's what you're doing. My dad still smokes. My mom smokes. She suffers like I do. But my dad still smokes. And he told us, please don't take it away from me. I was like, Dad, it's going to kill you. But if that's what you want, then that's what you got. Man worked his ass off all his life. Took care of us kids. I'm stirring this around, mixing this all back up. It's settled out. All the lumps out of it and all that kind of stuff. Well, all the lumps didn't get out of it, but it's a lot better than what it was. Alright, that ain't gonna hurt nothing putting it in there. 1 tablespoon of grated lime peel. Grated lime peel. Hold on to your seat belts because this is going to take a minute. It took forever this morning. I was tired. I think I need a new grater. It is a beautiful morning. I sat outside just before I started up, got a cup of coffee and just enjoyed the birds singing and the sun warming everything up and coming across the little grass blades. They had dew on it. Dew on the grass, the rain will pass. That's an old saying my mom told me, and it's very true. And watch the sun glisten off the little pieces of grass, and just take deep breaths. Enjoy it. There's a little bunny rabbit lives in the neighborhood. Lives over in the cemetery, I think. And watching him checking things out, eating his little grass. Or the robins singing. Out there digging around for worms first thing in the morning. Just enjoying life. That's enjoying life. It isn't about big fast cars and driving a million miles an hour and having a nice freaking $1 billion house. It's the little things that bring you peace and happiness. If a nice car and that brings you peace and happiness, I understand. But there's more to it than that. Life. The celebration of life. Everything in nature, the little miracles. You look at things and there's miracles everywhere. No cutting your fingers today. Getting it everywhere. I smell like limes all day. I don't mind that. I like the smell of limes. There's one very famous and well-respected person I respected growing up as a kid, having PBS, public broadcasting systems. There's not mistakes, there's happy little mistakes. Happy little trees, happy little things. Happy little lime juice on the shirt. Run a little bit of sink water. Yeah, it was weird. My two younger brothers and my younger sister, I was the oldest. We had a black and white TV. We had a TV, we had bunny ears on, little antennae, no cable TV for us, black and white. Yes, we lived in the 80s. There's satellite TV. We didn't have that. We had black and white. We watched the Three Stooges. Abbott Costello, John Wayne, the classic my parents watched. 8 garlic minced, 8 cloves of garlic minced. And we were sent outside a lot. That's why my love for hiking and outdoors and all that kind of stuff is good for you. It's good for your mind. We dug ditches and holes and pits, to bottomless pits, to find all the beetles and the giant bugs under the earth. And everything was an expedition. Played in the creeks, played with the crawfish. Went fishing, camping. Some of the things I hope you guys did on this 4th of July. Great thing to spend with families. Now, when I moved to Dayton, or moved to Columbus, I found, after my ex-wife, I dated a couple women, and we had campouts. We went camping, so let's go camping. We'll go camping, and the camps were overrun. Too many people, RVs, the whole 9 yards. People up all night screaming and hollering, drinking, carrying on. No peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. So that's what it's about. Peace and quiet and healing. Healing. Our brothers and sisters. Healing. And it's true. It is. I don't think I would have recovered as well, which I recovered pretty rough. But I didn't recover near as bad as what I could have been if I wasn't out there on the farm hanging out with my parents. I am on one side of the farm in this place, and they're on the other side in case something happened, which there was times it happened. And the peace and the quiet. Get up in the morning, go outside, sit on the porch, let the sun come up, listen to the birds, watch the deer go through the yard some mornings, and just the peace. That was something else. Very good healing. Good for the soul and the spirit, for your state of mind, your mentals. Not that you shouldn't take somebody with you. You shouldn't be out there all by yourself all the time. I had my little dog, and Brave the horse, and Penny D, Mom and Dad's Basset. Duke was a Dachshund. Brave was a Palomino horse. And they had the rabbits and the groundhogs and the bluebirds and they did all kinds of stuff. Trees. Mom and Dad planted a little. My favorite tree is a willow tree from one of the famous. I can't remember his name right now. An artist that painted the willow. Big giant painting. I fell in love with at their art show or at the museum. And it was great. A lot of healing. A lot of hard work. Keep me in shape. Getting kind of soft here. Ever since COVID, parents didn't need so much help on the farm. They're staying away from everybody. But to get out there every once in a while, doesn't have to be on Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend. Take your birthday. Most of the time, that's a random day. Take 2 or 3 days. Go out. I backpacked. I camped around Grand Canyon. I saved a ton of money just before I got sick. A good friend of mine was out there. Was taking a project manager. Took a job as a project manager in this construction company for this hospital. They were building a big hospital. He was in Tucson. And so go out there. He said, man, he was getting homesick and everything else from here in Ohio. And he's like, if you ever want to come out, let me know. He told everybody. He's one of the played Xbox, Rainbow Six, Las Vegas, Tom Clancy's Modern Warfare. So all those friends in real life. And went out and visited him instead of living it up in a hotel, seeing the Grand Canyon. Got stinky. Camped around the Grand Canyon, walked, seen different sights and camped around out in the woods for about 4 days, getting all stinky at the state parks. It was wonderful. Had a friend with me. He brought his dogs. One of his dogs. It was in the springtime, so it was cool out. Snow still up in the mountains. We came through the mountains after going through Phoenix. And it was a great time. They didn't know so much of the etiquette of the camping. Park rangers came over. One night we were camping. I bought a bunch of firewood from the park ranger. And I threw some in there, got a little campfire going, figured it would last through the night and just sit there and relax. No alcohol, no nothing. Just we cooked on a little cook grill set. Saved money cooking. Went to the store, got coolers, got chicken, got everything. Put it in the cooler. And he ended up throwing a whole bunch more of that wood on the campfire. That campfire I swear to God. He had it piled that high. Fire was shooting like that high off of it. Like, okay, whatever, dude. And then park rangers, two of them came over. Boys, I think you need to watch that fire. I was like, yes, sir. We sat there and watched it. I was 32 at the time. I got sick at 33, or actually hospitalized. I was already suffering pretty bad when I went to Tucson. It was fun. It was a road trip. It was an adventure. We did it on the cheap. Plane tickets and good times, man. Good times. So camping out doesn't have to be expensive. When we first went down there, he's like, I ain't got no camping gear, man. And he'd been scoping out this nice ass camping place to buy camping stuff. And he says, I ain't got the money for all this stuff, man. Look at this. Come and check it out. He said, that shit's expensive. I said, you got a Walmart around here? And he said, yeah. Went over there, got him a sleeping bag. I gave him a tent. One of my single bed tents. We bought a cooking stove and let's see what else we buy. There's a bunch of pots and pans and miscellaneous stuff and that kind of stuff. And got away with a couple $100 instead of like $1,000. That stuff's sticky. So you can do all kinds of stuff. You just gotta think about it. All right. Don't like putting that on there. Bad habit. 2 green onion finely minced. So that was fun. Let's see what else adventures. Told you about going to Port Clinton, going walleye fishing. Terry Lively, that old man's really passed away a long time ago. He's a good old boy. invited me to go up there. I think I raised too much hell for even him. I didn't get invited the next year. I wasn't working there anymore. I went to work for Johnson Controls. Good times. You gotta live life. That was fun. Raising all kinds of hell. I raised a lot of hell in my time. It's made up for when I was married and domesticated. At 17. I got married when I was 19. Met her before my 18th birthday. Wife, couple kids. Good times. Had a bunch of adventures there. Went to Mohican River. Took the kids up to what was the name of that? Camp Lagoon Park. Or Camp Lagoon Resort. Mohican River run out through behind it. They stocked the river with walleye, at least they used to. Caught a big old walleye. He got loose. Stepson Billy, his eyes got humongous when that thing jumped up out of the water off my hook. He got so excited. So that was a good time. 2 teaspoons of crushed coriander seeds. Other than that, fought with the wife. Did a lot of that. A little bit much. One teaspoon of ground cumin. This is great stuff. This 24 mantra, but the lids never stay on. The lids always pop open. This is like $14 or something. It's horrible. I'd recommend the spice. It tastes good. It's a good spice. You know, they do a good job making it, but the lids on their thing, on their jars, don't stay closed. 1 teaspoon of ground paprika. Half a teaspoon of ground pepper. Trip over the wire. 1 tablespoon of hot pepper salt or a hot pepper sauce. Sriracha. Squirt to do ya. Squirt to do it. Grated ginger. So what else? Used to go backpacking all the time. Holiday weekends and everything else. Guy taught me a lot about air conditioning. Good guy. I ended up working in Johnson Controls, and he ended up having a little baby boy. Hiked around Cincinnati. Hiked around, what's the name of the one down here? There's a big one down here. We hiked around it, got lost. Got back on the freeway. Trail disappeared. Second day into it. Ended up camping down by a creek. We got water out of a creek, little water filters. And had little sand fleas. Got ate up with those. That was exciting. Shooting stars and all kinds of stuff. I was working 2 jobs. I'd fall asleep. We'd take a break on the trail and I'd fall asleep. He said, "You can fall asleep anywhere." I'm freaking tired. Story of my life. Good times. It was really good times. A lot of exercise. I was smoking like a banshee, still walking. He didn't understand how I could hike so much and smoke so much. Okay. I think I did too big on the bowl. I think all this will fit well within that. Look at that goop. Honey, 1 tablespoon. That's a lot. Follow the recipe is what my dad says. Follow the recipe. I'm going to turn off the air conditioner. I forgot to do that. It's getting warm. waste electricity. Alright. Now what did we say? We make the goop, then we turn back around from there, make the kebabs, or make the potatoes. I know I gotta take a break for a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Whew. Set this over here for the kebabs. We'll make the potato packets. Alright. Do some dishes real quick. Oh, it's stuck to it. Huh, that's funny. That's funny. See what else is happening. I don't know. Pretty quiet. No doctors this week. That's good. Gonna pick up groceries. Gonna be off Thursday, guys. Do my grocery shopping, banking, do a bunch of personal stuff. We're only doing Thursday. gonna do it then. Let's see. We're gonna have stir fry egg roll without the wrap next weekend. Have something with it. It's gonna have sausage and carrots and all that kind of stuff. All right. Working on an idea for a mustard pork tenderloin. Got that recipe I'm looking at. Looks very yummy, yummy, yummy. So, I ate a big old tenderloin. Is it in this fridge or did I move it back to the other one? I think I moved it back to the other one. Oil the grill, don't let me forget. To do that tenderloin, let me check, see if it's in here. I think I put it in the other fridge. It's hot. Chicken, 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 chicken. Time to go to the store. Alright, cooking spray. I'm just using a red onion because that's what I had from the other day, our recipes. The Greek salad. I keep them in the fridge and they last longer. That Greek salad was awesome. I had enough tomatoes, $15 worth of tomatoes, to make a whole nother batch, enough cucumbers. Cucumbers were kind of old. And made a whole nother batch. It was awesome. It was awesome. That was not a sweet Vandalia onion. That was a regular old yellow onion. Spicy. Oh my goodness, my eyeballs are watering now. What have I done to myself? I'm crying. Crying. Nose watering. I'm just a horrible shape now. Pardon me. Alright. Olive oil. Don't be skimpy with the olive oil. There'll be a pool of it inside of it once you get done. If you seal it up good and use double layer of aluminum foil, there will be a pool of it, but it tastes good. Get on the potatoes. Tastes awesome. This is the all-purpose. I'm going to get some more in. It's on sale. Buy one, get one free at Kroger's. Don't save it for a rainy day or that special occasion. Use it today. You only live once. Save it for that anniversary dinner or something like that, but don't save it on the contrary. Because you never know. Share it with your loved ones, your family, and your friends. I stuffed this thing plumb full. It's one. I don't know about you, but cleaning wrap I have a hell of a time with. I ended up getting that stuff all clung together. It never goes on anything right. I'm using the regular brand aluminum foil and I'm just double layering it. It works. I've done it. It works. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. We had enough of that. Very happy about that. It was on the low side. I didn't get to cut those again. That's kind of thick. Don't cut the finger. Dan Brew, good morning to you. Yes, the Kinders is awesome. I think I'm going to get some extra and give some to my parents. I think they can eat it. I'm going to give them some of that regular butter kind or all-purpose. I think they'll like it. Hope you're doing good today, Dan. Hope your 4th of July weekend's been good, treated you well. It's good to see you. Now, one of these are going to be for later. Actually, probably 1.5. But, you know, might as well use the oven once I get the oven on. Might as well use it. Make leftovers for later. Now, this one's the cowboy butter, which is a little chili peppers in it, a little spicy. It's good. I like it. Perfect. We're going to set these over here. We're going to check the grill. And the grill was 500 degrees, even turned way down. Alright, we need a brush for that. A little brush. Don't need that no more. Slimy mess. Now we're going to get into the slime, guys. Now we're going to make a mess. First we're going to cut the pineapple. Look at that. My first pineapple. It's awesome. Walk and chop it. Cut a little crooked. I've seen this done on TV. Okay, 1 inch. You get 3 out of it. That yellow onion tore me up, guys. What was I thinking? I was thinking it was a Vandalia onion. Okay, I have to have the other pineapple. I didn't know that. It feels pretty tough. It feels like it's going to need to cook for a while. Maybe we do got enough. We'll just leave it at that and I'll tinker around with the other pineapple later. Now I got a top secret thing to say. My mom, when I told her I was cooking pineapple kebabs Sunday, today, she says, Eldon, I haven't told you this, but I've had a serious reaction to pineapple. It's put on my medical charts. I'm allergic to pineapple, so you got to be careful. I was like, I love pineapple. I'll put it all over my ham and eat a ton of it and everything else. She said, you got to be careful. So we'll keep that in mind, guys. All right. We are gonna make a mess. Yes, we are. My hand's shaking anymore from the medication. Contaminated chicken. I know the best way to get you to see this. I'm gonna do some dishes real quick. So when I make this dead chicken, I can get to the sink. All right. Maybe we should chop that up a little bit more. If it's that tough to eat, want it to cook. Alright. So hidden sweet, here we begin. Skewer, pineapple, chicken, we get plenty of chicken, pineapple, I gotta grease the grill. Getting goop everywhere. Concentrating. Smells like kind of like the butter chicken with all the cumin and ginger in it and all that stuff. We are making a colossal fucking mess, guys. What did I say earlier? It's not a mess, it's a happy mess. Happy little messes. Happy messes. Ow. Little bird chirping away. Can you hear the bird? Happy bird. Wants some worms. Alright, I need to clean up this contaminated mess. What a mess. Down the side of this and down the side of that. I'll do a better clean later. This is a kiss and a promise, getting the worst of it off of there. There. Everything's contaminated. Everything's funky. And some fresh water. Wash my fingers. Ow, that's hot. That is hot. Your water heater's working mighty fine. Alright, now we can get clean rags. Walking over all the wires. Okay, that's good. Alright, now I gotta check the grill. I gotta grease the grill. $400. We're not gonna complain about that. I'm moving everybody outside. Welcome to my humble abode. There's the laptop, the coffee pot, laptop, back bedroom. You're on my old walking stick. Get it situated here. Check if the sun's too much. There. Oil the grill. Alright. Beautiful day out here. Just got some vegetable oil on a rag. And that is hot. Look at that sunshine. All the good sound. Oh, it smells good too. Bloom's doing good. She just sent me a message. My phone wants to go to fucking hell. Alright. Sorry about that. It's melting all over everything. Alright. Can't knock the phone off, break it. It's the only one I got. Sun's getting the camera a little bit, but not too bad. Stuck with me. What else is happening? Other than that, hanging out in the hood, enjoying the day. Isn't it a wonderful day, guys? It is beautiful out. The birds are chirping. I've said that 10 times. Little robins out running around getting their worms before the heat of the day takes on. Takes on a whole new meaning. It'll be monstrous. 95 today. Heat index probably 105. There's that little rabbit. You out there munching on some grass. There's a hawk around here. You'll eat him. $375 ain't that hot. No. Taking a break, taking a breather. Grass is pretty, nice and short. I don't know, guys. I've talked about everything. Now I'm just worried about my neighbors wondering what I'm doing talking to this stick with the thing on the top of it. Talking to myself out here in the middle of the backyard at 8:30 in the morning, barbecuing on the grill, talking to myself. It's gonna be great. He's crazy. Light traffic today. Let those sit there. They're not getting that hot. Good morning, Bee Birdie. How are ya? How you doing today? Cooking pineapple kebabs with dead chicken. How in the hell is everybody doing today? I'm talked out. I've been talking since about 10 till 6 or 7. Don't know any curse words. Just trying to stay away from them. Don't want to put money in the curse jar. I understand that. You're just getting up. That night shift's tough. I worked it for a decade. It's hard. That night shift is tough. We'll have breakfast going pineapple kebabs. You're more than welcome to have as many as you want. I understand that. That's the first thing I used to do in the mornings, coffee and a cigarette. There's like the had to kind of thing. The cigarette was first. And before I was even up out of bed, I had to have a cigarette. I smoked like a banshee. Put some of this sauce on here. what would be too much to cook? I don't know. That's a good question. I've never thought of it. An all-you-can-eat buffet. There's so many different things you can eat. Everything you can get, whatever your little heart desires. Grab a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's too much to cook on your own. And so you go out there. I want a little bit of this, and I want some ice cream at the end of it. Yeah, get some ice cream. That sounds perfect. An all-you-can-eat buffet. Good question, Ian. Good question. Excellent. Most excellent. See, I have all the time in the world. For the most part, I just set time to it to do it. Like if I want to cook a big old turkey or a big old ham or chicken or whatever I want to do, I just set my mind to it, set some time to it, and get her done. A lot of people that can't cook all that kind of stuff is time constrained. They get on a busy burden, get kids running around, this and that going on, and they just can't get all that done. A turkey and all the fixins, and or ham and all the fixins. It's hard. That smells good, that sauce. Crock-pot's good. My beginning cooking career, I cooked a lot in the crock-pot. Cooked a lot in the crock-pot. I've gone through a couple crock-pots. Rice, a little rice cooker, those are handy too. A must-have, little rice cooker. Turn the heat up on that a little bit. Now, what's the most difficult thing I'd probably try to cook? I don't know. I've never tried a lobster. I'd like to try a lobster. That seems pretty tough to cook. You know, temp probe in that thing. Lobster would be fun. Most difficult, probably a turkey, because I've screwed up a couple of turkeys. I melted one, melted into a goo pile, boiled it in its own juices, put too much juice in there with it, and just boiled it. It was awful. I threw the whole thing away. It was awful. So turkey is probably the hardest thing to cook for me. Sticky toffee, I've never had it. It sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I would say that's probably hard to cook. somebody out mowing the grass. Gotta use these juicies. Got a long ways to go. Turned up the heat, you can tell. Get that on that pineapple. Smells wonderful. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, me birdie. Classic American dessert, homemade vanilla ice cream. The one you got a hand crank. You put the ice in layers, and you put salt in between the layers, and get a round pot you put in the middle of it. You cook up some cream and milk and heavy whipping cream and sugar and vanilla, and you pour it into the pot. It's got a churn in there, and you put the lid on it, and you got to crank it. You got to keep putting salt and ice on it. You got to get it below freezing, and you crank and you crank and you crank. That used to be the thing to do in summertime when I was a kid. It was the greatest thing ever. Jessica. Kept spinning them that way off the grill. Well, they are very good. Pineapples, sauteed or marinated, marinated. They're going to be great. We are going to overcook these things because I'm afraid of dead chicken. We're going to overcook these until they are charred a bit. Oh, the sun feels so good, refreshing, healing, healing. The car went by on the freeway. Healing. It feels good. There'll be a baked potato later on today if I get out in it, but this morning it feels pretty good. It smells awesome over here. The pineapple and the chicken and the marinade, the cumin and the ginger. It just smells wonderful. I'm sure I'm waking up the neighbors around me. I'm sure I'm waking them up. It is a good way to wake up. I love waking up doing this on Sundays. There we go. We got some browning going on. There we go. About time. I still see it. It's not done. When I was there to use it, I made it. I might as well use it. Smells awesome. Bye, Bee Birdie. I'm going to do this. This phone is on fire. I'll be back. I'm out of chat. Alright. See the picture? Mom got pictures for Discord for later. Put it in Discord. Got a couple pictures. See if I can make a funny part out of the video. Oh yeah, now it's starting to brown up. We're gonna cook these guys. I don't mind a bit of char. Better than having a monster growing in my belly. We're gonna cook those up until they're cooked, cooked, cooked. A little bit better with that there. Still got to cook the potatoes yet. Burning up electricity, still got the oven on, so it'll be alright. Chicken's almost done, I figure. It's almost done. We get charred up some more. We get some more sauce to put on them. I'm just enjoying the morning out here. Somebody's running a lawnmower already down the road here. And the sun's beating down. There's clouds in the sky. Not too much of a breeze either. It's starting to warm up. Oh, the chicken's falling off. Get all the big stuff out of the bottom, get it on there, let it bake on there. That one, all the chicken came off. All the garlic and everything else down at the bottom. Alright. Almost got my foot. Yeah. The monster, let that last little bit of sauce get hot enough to burn any monsters out of it, if it had monsters in it from basting it earlier. I'm going to move the phone inside. It's getting hot, and we're going to get busy. What do you think, guys? I think we're done. Safety first. Wherever it goes, safety first. Get you guys in here and see what's going on. It's me up close, sorry. Alright. There's that. We got to put aluminum foil on it. There we go. Well, thank you, Jessica. All right. Now we got to put the potatoes in. These will be 45 minutes. Don't get the wire cut in the oven. All right. So that's that. Let me clean up my mess. Alright. Tasted some of that chicken left on the grill. It tastes very good. Throw on the air conditioning. Very good. I was standing on a mat for a barn on my back porch, and it was tough. It was hard on my feet. I have to move that for next time. Do a couple dishes. fly got in here, a fly. Pesky fly. Oh, I need water. All right, almost time. What a wonderful day. Hanging out with friends, cook on the grill, holiday weekend. Thank you guys, thank you. It means a lot. We may not be in person, but good hopes and good wills towards everybody, and so that's what makes me happy. People from all over the globe, so very, very grateful, very thankful, blessed. One more minute and we can tear into a kebab. I overcooked them, yes, a little bit more than a little bit, but I did not want the monster dead chicken to get me. It is hot, thank you. I am thirsty too. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Dan, when you tell me. Looking out for me. So, it is time for the kebabs. Pick a winner. Double check the triple check. That is done. Looks tender and juicy too. Smell like garlic, ginger. Smells kind of like buttered chicken sauce. Oh, that is amazing. Real tender. It marinated for all that time. Made it real tender. Oh, that is so good. The spice of the ginger got me, a little bit of pepper. I'm used to having things that are real barbecuey, like ketchup kind of based barbecue, stuff like that. I haven't had too many things in this taste profile. I like this a lot. That tastes awesome. I cooked the pineapple long enough. It's shrinked up. It's soft. Nice, fresh, sweet taste. Get a kick to it. You can taste that sriracha sauce on it and the pepper sauce. Oh, this is most excellent. that's cooked. But it's real tender. When I've cooked chicken, clear my mouth, I apologize, that was rude. When I've cooked chicken on the grill, it's real tough and kind of hard. And you get it where it's moist and stuff like that, but this is tender, nice and tender. It's got a bit of a creamy taste to it, like a creamy chicken. And the pineapple was very good. That's going to be great. Look, I got a little red. Have a good one, Dan. Thanks for always stopping by, buddy. Be careful out there. Hope you catch some deals. That is excellent. That is most excellent. That is very, very good. I'm going to enjoy this for dinner. This would be great. And taste that Cuban. That tastes good. No, I ain't got none of that stuff. I got some suntan lotion to probably work. I did get red. That arm in the sunshine. And that hour and a half outside in the sun working yesterday in the sun and the heat, that was pretty tough. That was awesome. Proud of myself on that one, guys. Outside of my comfort zone by far. Way outside my comfort zone. That is a ton of food. That's going to be great for later. Heat it up in the microwave. Tired and worn out from working. That is awesome. Spitting food earlier. I'm sorry, I was so hungry. Let me see if I can find the suntan lotion because it is starting to feel kind of red. Probably need to put it on my face too. Smells nice. Smells Hawaiian. Goes with the day. Pineapples and chicken and well, what I do is I munch on it later on for a couple days, and so it feeds me, and I don't have to cook. And it works out well, and it's good food. These Sunday dinners, Sunday lunches, dinner, breakfast, it's awesome. I assure you, none of the food goes to waste. 2 or 3 days and it's gone. But I don't mind eating the same thing every day. 2 or 3 times a day. And all night, I'm up all night too, so. All day and all through the night. I've been really lucky. Really, I can't believe how well things turned out on these Sunday dinners or Sunday breakfast, whatever, Sunday meals. They have turned out just glorious. I am so happy. Feeds me well. Now, being a bachelor, cooking enough meal for a couple days and good tasting homemade meal is treasure. It's gold. That old saying, "A way to a man's stomach is through his belly," or "a way to a man's heart is through his belly," that is the truth. Because I've been very fortunate. It's really good food. And it makes me feel good. Rested, I rest better, and it just everything. And then there's a sense of accomplishment when I get done. I've cooked this and it turned out well. Things went well. It's very good. I shared the recipes. So people seen where I ad-libbed a little bit and did a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but all in all, follow the recipe. Oh, that is so good. The aftertaste is marvelous. Pineapple aftertaste is so good. And I think that saying a way to a man's heart's through his stomach, I think that could be anybody. Anybody likes good food. Everybody does. And if you want to win the hearts and minds of people, some good kibbles. Call them kibbles after my little buddy Duke. Will win hearts and minds. Well, thank you, Jessica. I wish I could share it with you. Mailing it, I used to tease my sister, I'll mail you some. We just share recipes now. That's the best we can do. $25 on the potatoes. And I smell Hawaiian. I smell tropical with the suntan lotion. It's got lotion in it. But it is a great feat to be able to cook something and for it to turn out nice. From where I started from, it was tough. I burnt everything and it was tasted horrible, and I ate my own dinner and had leftovers, and I've come a long way. And you too can come a long way. Don't give up on yourself. Start off with the little things, do little accomplishments. That partner, that person in your life would love it if you cook them a good meal. Great. Have them come over. Hey, I'm cooking spaghetti, this special spaghetti. You try all these things. So, it'll be great. Try it. It's worth it. You eat better. It's not as expensive as the freaking store or at the restaurants either. I think it is a vibe. So, works for me. I like the smell of it. The pineapple's still nice taste in my mouth. That coconut milk is kind of an oil base to it, a little bit of oil, so it kind of sticks to things and kind of settles in there. It did good. Had that good food, I'm ready for a nap. Let's see what else is happening. Nothing too much, nothing big on the horizon. Get to take it nice and calm the rest of the summer. Take care of the house, mow the yard, stream on the computer. That eats up 4 hours a day that I love. Couple hours prep time, so that's a big portion of my day. And then taking care of myself, taking care of food and cooking and all that kind of stuff. I'm very happy, content. Before in my past, I was always running around, always didn't want to be home and always on the move and just come home and sleep when I barely slept then too. And it was always on the run. The fridge was always empty. Now I enjoy being home, cuddling up on the couch and relaxing and enjoying the Twitch. I watch Twitch, enjoying Twitch. I had this big thing. Jessica, you'll get this. I was listening to some Star Trek soundtracks last night as I tinkered around on the computer, and I was like, I want to watch the original Star Wars or Star Trek again. The original Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, McCoy. It's got that vibe. Like, that would be awesome. Classic. It is a classic now. So I was thinking about that last night. I was like, oh, I gotta tell Jessica that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So what else? So that's my whole summer. That's what I plan on doing. So seeing doctors, of course. I'll be seeing all kinds of doctors. I got all my specialists, a bunch of those pushed off till next year. My lung doctor, pulmonologist, heart doctor. I don't need to see anymore. My ticker's doing good. They take my blood pressure medicine. See my family physician in February and next year, and see my psychiatrist at the end of the month. My therapist in a couple weeks. I'm just living large. It's great. Doing good. Very happy. Seeing the doctors that I got to. I'm feeling all right. Other than I am a little weak on my muscle strength is a little odd, but I think I need more exercise. I need to be like Jessica, walking every day and getting exercise and doing good. Let's see what else. I don't really want to talk too much about my sister. She doesn't like it to be talked about online. And her whole family. And my mom and dad know you don't like to be talked about online or talked about details online. So they've asked me to cut it back or cut down or not do. So cutting back on that. See what else. Other than that, a pretty simple life. Breaking it down to the very basics and enjoying it. Trying to get healthy, trying to stay healthy, get my mind right, become more self-aware, compassionate for others. I believe you. When I did it all the time when I was helping my parents out on the farm, I enjoyed it incredibly. Like you said, incredibly. So I enjoyed it. So I have to get doing some more of it. And it'll do me good. I got my diet together. Finally got that together. If I get my sleep, I gotta get my sleep together. I gotta get it like at least 6. I got 5 and a quarter last night. I need to get at least 6 hours of sleep a night. 6 or 7. I think that's the max, my roof on sleep. So I get that together, get my mentals together, get some exercise. I think working around the house and doing all that kind of stuff and taking care of push mowing the yard and all that's good exercise, but I need some more. What else about myself? I've pretty much told you guys a whole bunch of stuff about myself. Told you about my old jobs and making money and ex-girlfriends and ex-wife. And told you about my bipolar disorder and my disabilities. And I'm in a good period right now, is what my therapist said. And you're in a good place. You're in a good time period, a little space. And I think I am. So maintain that and I'll be doing very, very good. Very good. See. I don't know. I was never one to talk a whole lot. I'd get a girlfriend, and she would do all the yapping, yap, 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 yap. And I'd add a little bit of this and that in there, and she'd yap, 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 yap. I'd never talk about myself. So this is like totally new. All this talking about me and all that kind of stuff, it's really new for me. I've been doing it a couple years now, and I've been in therapy 17 years. In therapy, you talk about you. You talk about other people that are affecting you. So we're just waiting down the clock. 15 minutes to go. You burned up a half hour. So, I don't know, guys. Be quiet for 15 minutes. We can't do that. We got to chit chat about something. I can put away dishes. That rag is wet. I just like being happy. There's nothing that beats it. A lot of it is doing away with stress that just burdens you down. Anxiety. Anxiety kills me. It just kills me. Just butterflies in the stomach, never ending non sleep, can't think nothing about nothing else but whatever's worrying me. And I got on some medication, escoplane. We're on PTSD, and for my anxiety and my depression, and I'd say all of it is doing much better. I'm able to stream. I get a little nervous, a little anxious, especially coming back on a Thursday after a couple days off. But I think that's everybody from what I can tell. Get back in the groove of it. And just kind of, it helps out tremendously. And it makes me at peace and I'm happy. I can sit here. Somebody can be bitching at me, going off and tripping and acting a fool. And I'm like, all right, what does it got to do with me? Do I need to be a part of this or do I need to move on? How do I calm it down? How do I state my side of my case? You think logically through it, analytically. When you're in a good state of mind, when you're in that solid state of mind, it's just beautiful. You got to get to that root, that base, that peaceful state of mind, meditated. You got to meditate. You got to relax. You got to get meds if you need meds. If it's real bad like mine, everybody knows mine's real bad. I needed help. There's no shame in not getting help. It's kind of you're doing yourself a disservice to suffer. Why should you suffer when you can do something to help yourself and feel better? And take it from me, that's been through the ringer on doctors and everything else. Finally, I feel better. So there's a lot to be said about that. I'm happy with where I'm going in my life, and I got a positive attitude. Anxiety is a monster. So, your regular family physician can give you stuff for anxiety. I found out. They can't give you the heavy duty stuff they got me on. But they can give you the basic stuff. Try it out, see how it works for you. Try this, try that. Don't get stuck on it. If it works, it works. If it don't, say, hey, you got something else? Or when you go in there and you first talk to them, you say, I got real bad anxiety. I suffer from GAD, generalized anxiety disorder. Everything stresses me the hell out. Everything causes anxiety. I worry about everything. And, what different things can we try? I've tried to meditate, I've tried to relax, I've tried to simplify my life. I've tried all these things, and I'm at the point where I need some medication, I think, and what different kinds of medication are there. In case one doesn't work, we can try a different one. And that's with doctors. You gotta you gotta lay it out there. You gotta tell what your intent is, what your thought process. You gotta do your research. My mom taught me that over the last 17 years. You gotta do your research. You gotta figure out what's going on. You gotta figure out what meds do what. And find out what other meds you can do. So when the doctor says, I'm going to give you such and such, you say, well, okay, that doesn't work. In 2 or 3 months, you come back and say, that didn't work, doc, or a month. They said, you've done your research on the internet, and you say, well, how about this? A friend of mine's taking this. What do you think about that? And open up the conversation to different avenues. So don't think it's just down one road. If your doctor's like stuck on this one thing and this, you got the wrong doctor. Most doctors, you get to a certain age, they'll work with you. You talk to them, you get a good doctor, a nice family physician, your regular doctor, you get in there and see they got all your blood work and they got your x-rays and maybe a surgery or two under their belt. Or somebody at the hospital did a surgery, they got the records. And you build a relationship with them. Your doctor, you're not going to be out golfing, but you're going to be seeing them for your problems. You're going to be personal. And just say, hey, I'm suffering, doc. I've tried this, and can you help me? And it really does work that way. So I found that working with my doctors and communicating, doing the research, doing the homework, I can't emphasize that enough, really does change the conversation. And that's what I'm going to put in my book. That's what I'm going to put in my book. How I survived the mental health system in America. I'd say these are probably done. Alright, that needs washed. That needs washed. Ooh, big old smack in the face. Yeah, those are done. And that's what they look like, guys. And that is a lot of potatoes, and I'm not that hungry. So I'll let those cool off. I'll munch on a couple, put them in the fridge for later. This guy's going in the fridge when he cools off for sure. So guys, it has been a wild, beautiful, beautiful day. I hope your 4th of July has turned out wonderful, your weekend. I hope you get some good eats. You hung around some good friends. I know I have. Maybe in long distance, but I have. And I wish you the best. So tomorrow's Monday. Geared up and get ready. Get your Sunday chores done. I got mine to do. And have a good rest of your day. Thank you, Jessica, for being here. Dan and B. Purdy and everybody else. Thank you. I'm sweating. I gotta go sit down. Well, definitely, Jessica. I didn't catch that till now. I need an editor, so I'll definitely catch up with you on that. So give me some more time. It's still dripping out of my brain, but I will catch up with you on that. I promise. See you guys. Thank you, Jessica.